Hello everybody, this is Ann. Welcome back to my kitchen, and we are going live tonight. So Thursday night fun instead of Thirsty Thursday, maybe instead of Friday Night Live. So I have a fun experience for you tonight because we have a guest with us that is a native Alabama girl, and she has always thought it would be so cool to have her own cooking show. So guess what? I'm having her go live with us tonight, and she is going to show us traditional Alabama shrimp and grits. And then they've been extremely busy around here today as I turn my camera because they've also been picking gorgeous fresh strawberries. So we are also going to move off of shrimp and grits, and we will show you a fresh strawberry daiquiri recipe and a surprise at the end. So everybody in my Facebook feed, here is our friend Rebecca. Hi. Take it away.
All right, so we're gonna start on our grits. We have 2 cups of water here. I'm gonna go ahead and heat that up. And then we'll add our cream. So you want this all heating up at the same time, ideally, but here we go. I'm gonna dump this water out. So we want 3/4 cup of a half and half, but I like to use mostly cream and then a little bit of milk, just for a better texture, in my opinion. All right. So we're gonna dump that in here.
So far on top of the stove, she has water and a heavy cream milk combination. This is the pan that we're doing traditional cheesy grits in. Tell them about the grits, Rebecca. What's so special about this kind of grits?
Okay, so these are McEwen Family Farm grits. They are stone ground in Alabama. And I went to high school with the guy's family. So we always had McEwen grits growing up. So it's a little nostalgic for us. And I'm going to add some chicken broth also to this liquid mixture on the stove. Let's see if I can be able to see my cup measure here. The cream kind of fogged it up. Alright, so there we go. Okay, dump that in. And we're just going to wait for that to come to just a simmer. All right, and I'll add some salt and pepper as well, or actually just salt for now. All right, and then this is our bacon grease from earlier. We fried up some bacon, and we'll add some butter. Because it wasn't a ton of grease, so we just want to substitute a little bit more. See if that's hot enough.
So those of you popping on live with me, this is Ann, and this is our friend Rebecca teaching us how to make traditional cheesy grits and shrimp tonight in my kitchen. And while you guys are watching us, go ahead and put in the comment feed. We would love to know how many of you guys make grits, because I know we have people watching from all over in the country. So I'm curious, who makes grits and what meal do you make them with?
All right, so we're going to chop up some mushrooms to go in this melted butter. Such a neat little tool.
She's getting her hands on some Pampered Chef products for the very first time, you guys. She's using the quick slice. And she could put all of them on there at once, but she didn't catch that tip, nope. So that's okay.
All right, so we're going to start with those and toss them in. Get those cooking. And I like to let them get really brown so they kind of have a lot of flavor that way. All right, I'm going to stick 2 on this time. All right, so I'll toss those in. So I stir them, I get them all coated, and then just let them sit and brown.
So we're waiting for the liquid to come to a warm simmer. And then we're waiting for these mushrooms to kind of caramelize. And so while those two steps are happening, I'm going to go to the other side of the kitchen because, as I mentioned, these guys went out to our local Boggy's strawberry farm and they came back with these gorgeous strawberries. So we thought this week's drink should be fresh strawberry daiquiris. So here's Stephanie.
Hello friends, I am back with a strawberry daiquiri. We're going to be doing this in the Pampered Chef blender, which I know you have seen before. But we're going to start off with your blender about half full of ice. If you get to the end and you want more ice, you can always add that. But we'll start half full. And the ingredients you need tonight are Cointreau, triple sec, Grand Marnier, whatever kind of orange liqueur you like, white rum, a little bit of dark rum if you want to do a rum float on top. We are going to use some lemonade concentrate, a little bit of frozen strawberries, powdered sugar, and then of course our wonderful fresh Boggy's berries over here. So trying to make it kind of easy for you tonight. All the ingredients that we're going to do in units of 3. So we're going to start off with 3 ounces of the Cointreau, using part of the Pampered Chef cocktail set again. Really handy, durable set. It measures only 2 ounces, so I'll go up to 1 ounce and
Uh-oh, she killed the bottle.
So we got the 3 ounces of Cointreau in there. Now I'm going to add the 3 ounces of rum, white rum. So I got those things in there. Next I'm going to do a third of a container of this lemonade concentrate. And this makes about 4 nice sized strawberry daiquiris. You could double this recipe if you were making more for a group. And then I'll do a third of this container of frozen strawberries. We like to use the frozen so it's not just the ice adding that nice texture, and they have a little bit of sugar already, so it adds a little bit of nice sweetness. But you could use frozen year round if you don't have access to fresh strawberries or they're just not that good. But we also have our Boggy strawberries, so of course we want to use those too. We had a few cut up already in the fridge, so I'll just put those in. But then I'm also going to get some more that we just picked today. If you haven't gone out there yet, highly recommend. Their strawberries are the best. And just really, you can never have too many strawberries, so just keep adding them in. This looks pretty good. It's not an exact science. So we'll do this, and then I'm going to add 3 tablespoons, or this measure that I have is about 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar, just to add a little bit more sweetness. Okay, so in here so far we've got our Cointreau, our white rum, our ice, our lemonade concentrate, frozen strawberries, regular strawberries, and powdered sugar. And now we're going to go ahead and give it a pulse. Let it go 20, 30 seconds or so, whatever you think. You check on it, see how it is. And I think that it is looking pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and pour one right here. Consistency looks really nice. And for a little extra something, I'm just going to add a little rum float on top, just about a ½ ounce or so. Don't want to do too much to really burn the drink, but just a little bit on top. And then I'm going to take the camera, and Mom is going to add a little something else.
Before I turn the camera around, though, I'm going to give it to Stephanie and have her go get an update from Rebecca and the grits.
Okay. Rebecca, how are we doing over here tonight?
Okay, we're good. We've only missed, I just added
Yep,
grits
just,
to
okay.
the liquid mixture over here. So now I'm just whisking a little till it comes back to a little bit of a boil.
It's looking good. What do we got going on right here?
So here our mushrooms are nice and brown, and I added some green onion, a half a cup of green onion. So we're letting that get tender.
Looks good. All right, now I'm back over here to see what Mom's up to.
Okay, hi again, you guys. And as we're going to serve this strawberry daiquiri, I wish we could serve it to one of you through the camera. I'm going to make a little fresh whipped cream to put on the top, because how fun is that, right? When you order one at a restaurant, it comes with this cool little swirl of whipped cream. So this is our whipped cream maker. It's so easy. In about 30 seconds, we're going to have whipped cream. I'm taking this container of heavy whipping cream. I am simply pouring it in the whipped cream maker. See that fill line? You don't ever want to pour it over the fill line. So keep it right below the fill line. Then I'm putting in 1 tablespoon of powdered sugar. And I'm using the adjustable measuring spoons. And then just 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you guys, I hope this comes back this fall, because it's my absolute favorite cooking vanilla. It's Pampered Chef's Double Mascard Vanilla. So I'm just putting in a teaspoon of vanilla. So that's it, 3 ingredients, and instead of having to have a cold stainless steel bowl or getting your mixer out, you then put the lid on, and literally I am going to pump. And I don't know, it'll take about 30 seconds, and hopefully you can see it kind of going up and down, but it will get hard to pump. And then I promise I'll open it up and show you. But so if you're a pie maker and you want to make fresh whipped cream or anything like that, you could use this whipped cream maker instead of doing it the other way. And it's getting hard, so I think that's probably done about 30 seconds. And you can take it off and peek, oh yeah. And look at this, real thick. And I could have probably pumped it a little bit longer, but for the sake of time on this, I'm gonna just drizzle the real whipped cream as I smash down the glass. But there, I wish somebody was here to enjoy this besides us. So homemade fresh strawberry daiquiri tonight, and shrimp and grits coming up from the stovetop.
And yes, Terry, you did hear that right. We are making grits. This is my friend Rebecca here helping us out, and she looks like she's working on the shrimp now.
Yeah, so the shrimp were lightly floured, salt and pepper too, and I just dumped them in. And so they're gonna start to brown, and I'll just keep stirring those. The grits are on the stove, boiling away. They're on a really low simmer right now until they're nice and thick. So we're just...
Terry, we can't find grits in Iowa either. Rebecca brought these specially for us back from Alabama.
Yep,
These
McEwen
are,
and Sons.
yep, the special grits that she brought for us.
And they come in all different colors. They come in an Indian corn, so like a multicolor, purple, white, and yellow. Alright. So I'm just checking the recipe over here. I'm gonna keep stirring these.
It's looking good.
Smells good too.
Terry says she's from Tuscaloosa.
Ooh, then she should be able to find them.
Mm-hmm.
And you guys, here's an update. I whipped the whipped cream just a little bit more, so it's real whipped cream now. So I got the thick texture for you. So, yeah.
Alright, so I've got those here.
Okay, and as we just about wrap up our live, what steps do we have left here with the grits, Rebecca?
Alright, so we're going to wait till the grits are totally thickened and you'll be able to tell. And then we'll add, at the very end when the grits are pretty much cooked, you'll add your cheese. You can add salt and pepper. I add a little bit more butter. And then a little dash of hot sauce if you so choose.
And then what do we do with that bacon that we started with?
So the bacon will be crumbled on top of the dish. So the shrimp, once it's finished, the grits will go down first and then the shrimp on top, and then you'll crumble the bacon over the top of that.
Okay, sounds absolutely delicious. And you guys, like I promised on all the other lives, I will post a picture of the finished results. And we're excited that you got to meet our friend Rebecca and watch her as she taught all of us how she makes her cheesy grits. And thanks for the love with all the comments. And we are skipping tomorrow night, so no Friday Night Live. Bye, guys.